have gotten comment after comment after comment of people not being able to complete the Extreme Showdown MLB The Show 22. Today, I might have the answer that helps you finally complete this Extreme Showdown. I've got 2 methods to hopefully help you beat the showdown that aren't very straightforward, and hopefully they'll kind of help you cheese your way through beating the showdown, because it is personally the toughest part of the Extreme program. Without further ado, let's go on into the 2 methods. So this first method is one that I've seen people try and consistently say worked for them. It is called the bunt cheese method. So basically what you do, going into the Extreme Showdown, you're gonna pick players with high speed and you're gonna look for quirks that are efficient in helping you steal and help you bunt. So we'll start off, we'll pick Corbin Carroll. I'm gonna go through and test them in 1 or 2 rounds of the showdown. I'm not gonna play the whole thing out. The downside of this is you might have to draft a couple times until you get a couple really good bunting players, because I feel like a problem with this is that if you have slow speed or anything like that, then what's the point in really being able to bunt, you know? I don't really like this draft for the bunt method. We're gonna try it again. Hopefully this draft treats us better. Good start with Lorenzo Cain with the 93 speed. We love that. De La Cruz has a lot of speed. Love that. I guess we'll go for Sean Green. Give me Trevor Story. Ooh, supercharged Bo. That's a clutch pick right there. Nothing about bunting, so do Heart Attack. We're gonna try Base Commander. So what we'll try to do in this go around in these first couple missions is trying to bunt. We'll try to get some speedy players on here. Hopefully we can drop down some good bunts. We're gonna test to see how effective bunting is in the showdown. Maybe you can find a way to easily get runners in the scoring position. The downside of bunting is you're gonna give outs, very likely, at least in some circumstances, but this will definitely be something that's more valuable in the higher level showdowns. Ooh, he's got the shift on. Okay, Sean Green valid. Okay, so you got to choose the right pitch to bunt at. There you go. Beautiful. So this method, I think, requires dropping a couple bunts down and getting runners in scoring position by using the bunt. That's what I think this method entails. Seems like everyone is pretty consistent in getting bunts down. Okay, so it seems like there is some opportunity of failure here. There we go. That's a beautiful bunt. Look at that, he beat it out. And this is just the veteran difficulty one, you know. On this low of a difficulty, people probably don't need to bunt. But I don't know, they're getting these bunts down pretty consistently. You know, it's a good job of getting the runners over. So yeah, definitely if you're gonna do this bunt method, like, you definitely don't want to bunt every single time. Like, from what I've heard, you probably don't want to bunt every single at bat. I guess the point of this would be to make sure you use bunts to get runners in scoring position and try not to get into double plays, because it seems like we haven't hit into any sort of double plays with these bunts, you know? So, you know, if you have a lesser hitter at the bottom of the order, try to plop some bunts down, get him over to scoring position and so on, and let your top of the order hit him in. That is the vibe I'm getting from this bunt method, which, you know, it might be better doing this than swinging every bat, risking hitting into double plays and all that. All right, so we beat it. So basically what we did this attempt was we basically bunted whenever we could get a runner over to scoring position and all that. And I guess the point of this is if you are doing the showdown, I've got good feeling that the players will consistently put bunts down. Basically, when you play a run and you're playing against a tougher pitcher especially, you probably want to consider dropping a bunt down, getting a runner over into scoring position instead of risking hitting to a double play, you know? Because the double plays will kill you in these showdowns. I've heard people saying they did this before, and apparently it helped them, and I will say, I will vouch. Bunting is effective in these showdowns. And you can even double down by stealing more. The real thing I want to test is something completely different. I got commented this on one of my videos recently with my tips for the showdown. When you're in a showdown attempt, you could keep on hitting down on the D-pad to step off at the plate, and then when the pitcher eventually nods no, they throw a high fastball. It's not always a high fastball in the zone. Throw a high fastball basically guaranteed whenever the pitcher eventually nods off no. So what I'm gonna do is test this here and see if you could actually do it. Then this will make the showdown a lot easier. It might take a lot more time, you know, step off the plate and all that. But if you're going about it this way where you know what pitch is coming in the showdown, it could be kind of game breaking. So let's do this. Let's wait for him to make a signal. And I think we keep going until he eventually nods no. There it is. So you see, he just nodded no. I think he's gonna throw a high fastball here. Oh my God, he threw a high cutter. All right, let's see if he does it again. So downside of this method is it's probably gonna take a while to get him to throw the exact pitch, right? It's gonna take him a while to eventually nod no. But when he does, if you can guarantee what pitch is coming, then that makes your life a lot easier. Hi, it's like he listened to me. All right, high fastball. All right, he threw a fastball. It wasn't high there. It was still a cutter, so I guess in a sense we're 2 for 2. And honestly, Al Leiter probably isn't the type of pitcher you need to do this with. Like, with a pitcher like Nolan Ryan or Randy Johnson, it'd probably be more valuable to do this because some of their breaking stuff is really nasty and their fastballs are really quick. And at that point, you're on Hall of Fame, so it's probably valuable to do this later on. But I just want to see if we can get this going at least a couple more times. What does he do when he says yes? That's what I'm interested in. All right, so he threw a high fastball. Let's see if he does this again with yes. Look at that. So when he nods yes, he's throwing the high fastballs. That's so interesting, dude. Why is this a thing? All right, he nodded no. Finally. Took a while. High fastball. Give it to me. All right, another high fastball. All right, so we'll say this at bat, right? One of my best hitters up. I have runner on second and third. You know, I want to tie the game here, right? This at bat will make sure we get him to nod yes or no. There it is. Give it to me, Al. Yeah. I mean, honestly, this seems so legit. Like, I don't know why this is a thing. But if you're someone who's really struggling, you probably want to try this on the All-Star Hall of Fame ones that you're struggling with, you know? It definitely takes more time, right? Like, I'm spending multiple minutes in an at-bat, hitting down on the D-pad until they eventually nod yes or no. When they do, they're guaranteeing what pitch you're getting, so. Like, how the heck did you find this information out? Did someone just sit here and just keep on shaking off pitches until the pitcher eventually nod yes or no? He finally did throw it. Here we go, fastball. That's nuts. I can't believe that. I can't believe that this works. All right, high fastball. Give it to me. Ooh, it definitely was upper half. All right, so we got the winning run in first. We'll try it now. Actually, no, I'll try to pop a bunt down. And we'll even send him on the steal. Beautiful. Yeah, that's actually kind of nuts how successful players are getting bunts down. And he did give me a pitch and hit. Nice. Nice. Give me the high fastball. There it is. Give it to me. He didn't throw in his zone. Coward. You're actually a coward. There we go. I think that's the job done. Oh, really? That's toxic. All right. So it looks like we got it done. After testing both of these things, I think if you're someone who is struggling to complete the showdown, there are 2 things you should consider doing. First, you probably want to choose quirks that are related to bunting. Bunting is pretty easy to get down, I think. Players typically get the bunts down, especially if they have higher speed, they have a good shot of beating it out. But at the very least, if you get a runner on first, it's probably for the best with worse hitters to drop a bunt down, get them over to second, and risk a double play. Because with how these showdowns work, when you burn outs like that, it absolutely kills you. If you are really desperate, if you are someone who is at the end all with a really tough boss like a Nolan Ryan, Roldis Chapman, Randy Johnson, you should consider stepping off, hitting down on the D-pad over and over and over again until the pitcher eventually throws you that high fastball when they nod no or yes. So at the very least, you're being basically guaranteed what pitch you're gonna see, which can make it a lot more doable to complete. I had multiple people in the comments and multiple people telling me that they tested it and it worked. And I give a shout out to my original commenter who did come up with this and mentioned it in the comment section. And I don't know if this will be something you see fixed after the fact. But if you're someone who's struggling, you should consider doing these 2 things if you've not beaten that Extreme Showdown, and hopefully it helps you get the job done. I appreciate you all watching this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you need other tips to the Extreme program, you should watch my other videos I made. You all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again on the next one. Deuces.